Nah. What the fuck was that? I've inadvertently started what I'm going to call Operation Sleep Like a Baby. At least I hope that's how it ends up working out. I've just come back from a really heavy leg day at the gym. I'm still like sweating like mad. It took half an hour longer than I expected it to, so I am leaving for this wild camp half an hour late. The sun sets in 40 minutes. I need to drive 20 minutes and then I need to walk 20 minutes. So the sun will be past sunset by the time I actually find my spot and pitch up. But I'm still going to do it. So let's go. Look at that sunset, Archie. Even the sunset reflected in the car looks amazing. This is going to be great. I'm going to be an absolute feast for the mozzies tonight because I'm covered in sweat from the gym. This isn't the place I wanted to go to today, but sun's setting. The actual place I wanted to go to was about a 40-minute drive. There was just not enough time. Even now, that sun's, it's going to be getting dark very, very soon. Yeah, that's us over there. And this is the happiest dog in the world right now. He's in his element. Just an open field, just hanging out. Amazing. Us. Ooh. This looks well maintained as far as footpaths go. Oh dear. Not really any way to avoid the nettles, is there? The thorns. Oh man, I can't even see a semblance of a path. Can't you guys? So allegedly, around the side. Oh, I see something here. Yeah. Oh, she's got the right idea. Looking that way. Should have worn long trousers. I've got some in my bag, but this isn't good. Oh man. Is this overgrown? I guess someone's been through it at some point, because it is walkable, just about. My legs are getting scraped to bits though. It's looking a bit more promising now. There was another car where we parked, so I'm fully expecting to bump into another dog walker at some point. Let's see how far along we are. We're not that far into the trail, so that's good. Might be something promising over there. I can hear a tractor or something out there. Because the entrance is so overgrown, probably won't be a lot of people using this path. So that's a positive. You know, it's getting all overgrown that way. I think I'm going to change into my trousers and then venture off that way. Should have done that ages ago. Oh, this is good. And only a little bit Blair Witch. This feels weird and wrong. Feels like I've entered somewhere I shouldn't be, you know. Oh, as long as Archie's alright, I'll be alright. I think there might be another path over there. That gate. Yeah, very close to that other trail. But it's a small wood, isn't it? Archie. Archie. What's that about? Oh man, I don't know. Tell you what I'll do. I'll get some food going, get some smidge spray on, and then I'll see how I feel. Just doesn't feel right. Let's get some food on. Just my mind playing tricks on me. What's wrong, Archie? This dog's tail, he keeps looking over there. His tail. It's just completely dropped. He keeps looking in that direction. Just birds, mate, just birds. Yeah, fuck it. Nah, something's fucky. Something's fucky. Pardon my language. The first time I've ever sworn on this channel. Does that prove that something feels genuinely off? We're out of here, man. We're gone. It's dead quiet, the birds. The birds have all gone quiet. Except for that one. See if it feels completely different here. This feels so different. Here, compared to in there. I don't know what that was, I don't know what I just felt. I know what the comments are going to be. I was going to talk about how someone's commented and said, oh, if you're a naturally nervous person, maybe camping isn't right for you. It's going to be like, thumbnail was going to be, should I quit camping, question mark, question mark. It's going to be a great bloody clickbait, not really, emotive title. Yeah, man, I don't know. I was going to talk about how this one guy was like, oh, you should quit camping if you're overly nervous. And I was going to be like, no, I'm not overly nervous. Yeah, here I am camping in a forest on my own. I just had doubts because 2 people approached me in the middle of my last video. But that was something different, man. Probably just overreacting. I look back at the content and it's just absolutely fine. But first I go in and I get this feeling of trespassing, like, not legal trespassing, like spiritual trespassing, you know, I'm feeling like something's wrong here. Okay, so let's get this Wayfarer food on. Look, I've got the lid now. I found it. I realised it's, yeah, to make boiling easier. I've got Two Wayfarer pouches, one was meant to be for breakfast. But one have I pulled out? Chicken tikka and rice, that's exactly what I wanted. This is a camping YouTube channel, where I've gone camping exactly twice in about 10 videos. The very last thing I wanted to do today was to not fully commit to my camp. This is the place I scouted out on OS Maps, if you remember that video about finding places. I was ready to go, man. Honestly, ready for it, and well up for it. But, like I say, as soon as I got in there, it felt like a sort of spiritual trespass. And then everything went quiet. I didn't realise until we were leaving that everything was quiet, that there were birds and crickets, which you can hear now, but there just weren't any in there, despite a large amount of foliage and despite it being fairly loud on the way in. And then Archie sees something, his tail goes basically inwards, and he stops even panting. You know when I said before about, like, I've never seen Archie growl like that? Well, I've never seen Archie react like that to just nothing visible. He kept fixating on one spot, and then when he stopped fixating on that one spot, he just tail down, darting his eyes around in every direction. And it was quiet, man. It was quiet. And I know it's gonna be like, should have committed to it. Shouldn't have gone back, should have stayed in there. But that didn't feel right at all. And on the beach camp, oh shit, I didn't trust Archie's reaction. And people were saying I would have trusted my dog's reaction, but good on you for staying. And I imagine if I'd have stayed in there, it would have been the exact same thing. It probably would have been absolutely fine. I would have just gone through it all and it would have been, you know, not an issue at all. But if it doesn't feel right, it doesn't feel right. Even now, something weird about that forest. I would love to come back here with some mates and see if it feels the same way. If it's just because I'm on my own, because I've not done like a solo woodland camp before. If Archie wasn't fixating on one point in that forest, maybe I would have stuck it out. I was thinking, you know, just, because that was my plan. I was going to do this. I was going to just set up my chair, have a little sit, have a chat to the camera, calm myself down, have some food, but just pulling the chair out and making noise. And I was like, this feels off. Maybe Archie saw a deer. But look at him now, he's just chilled out now. Two camps. I've had to make a very quick decision on whether or not I'm going to stay or leave. And in one camp, I stayed. In another one, I didn't even last a minute before leaving. So, I guess I'm not trialling out the Fox one this week. Oh, the Wayfarer food is so good. It's so expensive, man, but it's so good. How are you feeling now, Archie? Oh. Fuel your passion. It's quite a peaceful night, to be fair. Out here, it's nice and peaceful. In there, it's all malevolence and... I said as I walked in, feels Blair Witchy. I shouldn't have said it. I summoned her. He smelled it. Just as good as I remember it. Wayfarer chicken tikka and rice. It's just so good. I don't think I'd have got any sleep if I decided to stay. Not with those vibes, man. Not with those vibes. Would you have stayed? Do you think Archie was acting up? I bet I watched the footage back and it was absolutely calm. I don't like my back's to the forest. But I'll never chill if I'm staring at it. This is a bit like those scenes in Blair Witch Project, where all this creepy stuff going on, they're just hanging around near the danger. It's kind of like that. I'm chilling out and eating, and I've said I felt unwelcome in those forests. Just thinking of having a peppermint tea, but no. I want to get going before it gets dark. Do you want that? When I was younger, and like Google Video was a new thing, I became obsessed with ghost videos. And it was that sort of childhood obsession of like, this is horrible, let's keep doing it. can hear voices. I think Archie can hear voices as well. Still got Dig Dog, we're going now. God, am I happy I didn't decide to pitch up before things got creepy. Let's leave, Archie. I once again feel that overwhelming urge to get the hell out and just go, which is exactly what I'm doing. I can't wait to look back at this footage and determine whether, like, my fears were justified, if it was just like my mind clearly playing tricks on me. That Archie was actually super calm and that it was nothing. But man, that didn't feel like nothing. Right now it doesn't feel like, you've already noticed my voice has gone quieter. This whole thing felt off. Yeah. Bad vibes, man. Bad vibes. I don't feel the slightest bit of regret. I feel that I've made the right choice. What the fuck was that? You would have heard that because I've got my mic on me. Can you hear that? Let me switch my mic off. I'm not messing around. I really hope the mic picked up. All the hairs on my back are up right now. I'm just gonna go. Yeah, I'm just gonna go. I promise you I'm not doing this for content. I Holy crap. Mate. Maybe I should quit camping. As I'm like looking out and thinking, right, I'm wrapping up this video. This is gonna be the last shot of the video. I'm gonna record myself looking out over the forest, you know, just looking out over the forest, saying, yeah, no, I don't feel any guilt about the decision I've made. So I don't know, you know, these are my closing thoughts on the whole situation. End of video, bang. Right as that happens, I hear a noise from the forest area that I was just at that was like, "Arr!" And I'm not even joking, that sounds like I'm taking the mick, but I'm not. And then all of the birds, all of the crows, which I hadn't heard, there were crows about, but they were like in the fields. I can hear loads of crow activity in the forest. And then I hear a longer, kind of slightly more pained, "Arr!" Which is not, it wasn't a human sound, it's not like any animal I know. Like the deer sound that we heard in the forest in the other video, like, I was kind of joking when I was like, oh, I'm glad I didn't hear that in the night, because you hear that and it's like, yeah, that's sort of like a bark, isn't it? Like, I know deers make noises, I know that foxes make noises, so you can justify that, but I have no idea what that sound was. I've never been more vindicated in a decision I've made. I was literally saying, I don't feel guilty about having done this. Having, you know, given up on the camp. That was genuine, like, something's wrong here. And it felt wrong, and Archie felt, you know, something was up with Archie. And it was quiet, and then as I was in the forest, like outside the forest, it felt a little bit wrong. And I walk away, and then I hear that sound. Nah. We're back. you go, you can see me now.